Hello beautiful people, it's Robyn Thomas here with Resemble Me by Robyn. Welcome back to my channel. So as you know, I did take a trip back to San Diego, California to braid some of my clients. It was my first travel trip and I will be continuing to do it not just in San Diego but other places. Like this summer I am going to be in Dallas. So if you are in the Dallas area, definitely subscribe to my website newsletter at resemblemebyrobyn.com. I'll be sure to have it on the screen as well so you can see it and linked in the description box. Because I may be coming to a city near you and I may be to braid your hair. Okay, so I'm gonna hop right into it. I know I normally don't, well, when I post, sometimes you'll see that clients have fallen asleep. But this video, she's pretty much probably gonna be asleep the whole video. But one of the reasons I wanted to upload this video, when I was doing her hair, I had ideas of what I wanted to show for my YouTube video. But she was just so tired. She was so tired that it was hard for her to stay awake. And she's a kid, right? So she's a child. And it's not as easy for them to like control what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy for them to be very conscious that their head is bobbing. It's like hard for adults at sometimes to understand or to realize that they're sleeping really, really hard and bobbing their head a lot, right? So instead of not uploading anything from her install, I really just decided to go ahead and upload it. And just, I don't know, really just show how braids don't have to hurt. you can sleep, you know what I'm saying, through your install. Me personally, I love creating an atmosphere where my clients can do whatever it is they please. Now, they can do whatever it is they please as long as I'm able to still complete the braid job, you know, that they're requesting, right? So a client can say, oh, I have a meeting, so can you step out? It's like, no, but I can turn my music down for you while you're in your meeting, but I'm not doing anything to stop the progress that I have, right? So I just kind of want to use that as an example. So as long as I'm able to do what I'm able to do, then you can do what you do. So boom, it was becoming a little out of hand. So I just simply pushed her head up, you know, just to kind of reposition her so that I can braid it down a little, you know, continue to braid her hair down. And if ever I have clients where it just gets really crazy, I'll just try to like position them a different way, or I'll always continue to say, if all else fails, lean forward. lean forward, because I can't get it with your head leaned back, but I can like that. I can't get it like that, especially not at the base, but I most definitely can get it with your head leaned forward, right? And another thing too, I kind of wanted to highlight in this is that she also has a moving scalp. So I don't know if you guys know much about it, but some people's scalps are like looser from their head, and it causes like they have more skin and it causes, or I don't even, yeah, I'm gonna say some, I feel like it's a little more skin, and it basically causes you to, like when you're parting a client's hair, it's like the part was straight, but then you come back and you're like, dang, why is this part crooked? That's usually what happens when you're working with somebody with moving scalp. So as I'm doing her hair, some of her parts may not look as clean, but her scalp is not as taut as most people's. I hope that makes sense. But don't be alarmed if you see that. You're like, well, she's sleeping and you're messing up on her parts. Well, not necessarily. She has a moving scalp and everybody's head is different. I won't go too far into that, but I just really wanted to share this video to share the atmosphere that I do like to create for my clients, right? So, and another thing I actually kind of want to mention is everybody just kind of hop right back into the groove, right? So in my studio, I remember when I had a studio when my background was green and I was Braids by Ra. When I switched to that was in the, long story short, that was in a townhome that I was in, and the bottom of it I created into a hair studio, and it had a TV in there. When I moved to Solar Salons, even before I rebranded to Resemble Me by Robyn, I did not have a TV in there, and I told my husband, he was like, do you want to, take the TV? And I told him, no, actually, I said the world, and that was back in 2020. I was like, we need to disconnect. People have got to start disconnecting. And so I wanted to create a space where people, not force them, right, to not watch TV or to just kind of sit there in their, I don't know, whatever, but to give them the opportunity to be, right? So you got the music playing. I always have music playing, right? And with our phones, most of us have Netflix and Peacock and all of those streaming services. So if they want to catch up on their shows, then they most certainly can. People bring their laptops to work, to actually work, or for fun, iPads and things like that. I would never ever stop anybody from doing that. But I did want to create the atmosphere where people were able to just come and be, right? So listen to music, chat a little bit, have that human dialogue without the internet. Without the internet, right? Because social media, I just feel that people can get really lost in it. So I really explain that to say, the studio that I rented, which is actually a friend of mine's, right? She has a TV in there. I would offer my client, like I offered when I first started, when I came in and did this trip, I worked for 4 days. So I started to offer it for clients. Like my first client was actually her. And she, of course, is like, it's my studio. I can, watch TV if I want to. But she just didn't. She didn't go to it. She automatically went to the let's unwind. You know what I'm saying? And then like the next client I had, the next couple clients, I was like, hey, if you want to watch TV, here's the remote. And they were just like, no, And so now, granted, we were catching up and stuff like that. But people can catch up and watch TV at the same time. And I just stopped asking because I realized that they didn't care. They seen it, they seen the remote, but they wanted to be present. And I've got to say, I think that was something I was most proud of or grateful for, that's something that stuck with them, right? So I really appreciated that. And love that. Not that I would have been like, oh, why they turn on the TV? Like, you can do absolutely whatever. I just really did love that and enjoy that. All of my clients were like, nah, the vibes. We got the music, the conversation. Braids take a while, so some people took naps. I didn't have anybody that was actually working this time, so nobody had to do things, right? We just were able to do whatever we wanted to do, which was laugh, nap, listen to music, vibe, and just catch up in general. So I always want to create a space where people can just be. I have no better way of explaining it other than to just be. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I'm gonna let you all continue to watch. Thank you all all of my subscribers for coming back. I appreciate you all. If you are new here, definitely subscribe. I am an educational braider. I'm a low density braider. I will have I don't know, I'm doing this voiceover. I'm doing I'm getting a whole bunch done at one time, so I'm not sure what video I will upload when, but there will either be a video before this or maybe sometimes after this where I will explain about being a low density braider. So I won't go into detail right now, but yeah, I give tips, I teach, and I just braid. Me personally, I love YouTube because I just get to watch people do hair. And so if you love watching people do hair, that's what I do here. So go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next upload. Again, as I mentioned earlier, if you've been a follower here or a subscriber here, you know that I'm quote unquote retired because I'm a stay-at-home mom now. But I'm going with the flow, and God is moving me, and I'm moving along with Him. And I'm with my baby girl. I'm not in a rush or anything, so I'm just doing. I will start back braiding where I'm living now. I am in Central Texas. So once I get a braid shop here, of course I'll start offering braid services. But right now, I'm just doing a little bit of exploring, right? So I'm traveling and taking appointments and braiding just kind of when I feel like it. So my next one, this was this spring, so I did this at the beginning of March. So my next one will be in the summer, and I will be servicing in Dallas, Texas, as I mentioned in the beginning. So Dallas, Texas, if you're there or if you want to take a trip there to get your hair braided and explore the city, wonderful. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my website at resemblemebyrobyn.com. Right now I don't know when you'll see this, but my website is under construction because I'm making some changes, because again, I'm not behind the chair. I don't have a set place that I'm braiding, but I will be offering I'm not offering my hair retention or my Braid for Growth or hair retention programs like I was, but I am revamping it for virtual coaching that will include face calls, that will include being able to text, just quick responses, right? And teaching you how to care for your hair while you're using braids to aid in the retention of your hair, right? So I'm just doing some revamping of some of the things that I was doing when I was physically behind the chair, working consistently. I'm just doing a lot of revamping, so bear with the website right now. The only thing that's on there is where you can subscribe to the website. And the people who are already subscribed, they get updates, not all the time because I do not bombard people. So I send monthly newsletters. So far, we've had 2 newsletters to go out, and then the clients who I serviced in San Diego, of course, those specific clients who booked an appointment got other emails just because of informational purposes, right? To let them know how to prepare or where we will be and things like that. I do not bombard with emails. Everything is manual. I don't have the time to do that. So, but they do get updates on when things are coming. Right now, for instance, I'm not selling products on the website, but the clients who are subscribed, or the people who are subscribed to me, right now I have it to where they can go ahead and, order just by email, and I ship it to them before the website starts back up. So you get some exclusive deals just by being being a subscriber of the website. Again, it's resemblемebyrobyn.com. And I will leave it in the description box so that you will have direct access to it. All right, so I'm really just going to leave you guys. I didn't really plan on talking this long. I didn't know I was going to do that much. But again, thank you all so much for coming. And I will see you beautiful people next time. Enjoy her as she sleeps while getting her hair braided. And yeah, peace and blessings.
soul music, my soul music, my soul music, my soul music. soul music, my soul music, my soul music, my soul music. soul music, my soul music, my soul.